Brad, it seems like you guys got off to a good start here after coming off the road, but kind of fell apart in the third there. What did you see from the group in that third period?
I think the third period just started off just on the wrong foot. We should have started that period off with a 4-on-3, and we took a selfish penalty at the end of the second period because we don't like to get hit. So we started the period 3-on-3, and then we had multiple turnovers in the neutral zone in the third period, and that led to their odd man rush. I think they had more odd man rushes in one period than they did all game, and that's why we're doing a really good job against them in the first period. We had a game plan. We stuck to our game plan. We had 20 shots. They had 6. We had 4 power plays in the first period, and we gave up no odd man rushes. And then we weren't willing, and it's been a problem with us. We aren't willing to win 3-2, and when we score early or we get ahead, we feel like we need to score more and more, and we start mismanaging the puck, and we start feeding into the other team's into Brandon's offense. They're one of the highest scoring teams. They score a lot on the rush, and I think that we just did a lot of things that really just were, karma came and bit us in the butt.
Coming off the road trip, though, obviously it was a tough back half of that road trip, but how did you like, response after, a few days off here and heading to the night's game?
Yeah, I think the road trip is probably everyone sees the 0-6, and that's what they see. The first 2 games we, severely outplayed Spokane. We ran into a hot goalie. Tri-City's probably the best goalie in the league, and this kid's going to get drafted. He scored a goal last night, and he robbed us too. So the first 2 games, we outshot the teams, we outplayed the teams. We just couldn't score 5-on-5, and that's a little bit of our problem with our team is scoring 5-on-5. But we generated a ton of chances. We just couldn't put it away. And then obviously Seattle, Everett, Portland. On our best nights, we got to have everything going. And so, yeah, those scores kind of got out of it, but we were starting to get wore down in those trips. We were starting to lose bodies in those trips. So, the first 2 games I was really, really happy with. The next 3 are, those are tough buildings to play in. And then the Wenatchee game, once again, we had a real good game plan for them. We stuck to our game plan. We were up 1-0, and then once again, kind of similar to what the third period was, we started deviating from our game, multiple neutralized turnovers, and that's when you start giving the other team momentum.
You mentioned being down a few guys, Clausen, Fawcett, Brown. I know it's not on just the young guys to pick up the slack, but obviously you got Maddox and Liam coming in, and I think Liam's got 4 points his last 4 games, picked up a couple tonight. What can you say about his production and how he's played here, even throughout the U.S. road trip?
Yeah, I just always felt with those guys, it just was giving them time to adapt, and them having that chance to adapt and living with some of the ups and downs of them adapting. So, this is to me right around Christmas times when guys like them start to turn corners. If you're a high-end 16-year-old, 17-year-old, it's usually around this time when you start to hit the next echelon. And Liam, he's had to play, got a few more games than Maddox with us so far. So, yeah, I'm really happy with Liam's game. He's starting to come along. Just wish he could play more for us.
Heading into Saskatoon, haven't played them yet. Kind of what's your message to the team here going into the road game on Sunday?
Let's be mature. Let's play 60 minutes. And, if we feel like we're better than teams, then we need to start proving it. Tonight as a group, we feel we're right there with Brandon. We don't feel like there's a big discrepancy, but there's a discrepancy in they score easy, we don't. So we have to have a game plan. It's about us being mature and sticking to the game plan and not deviating from the game plan.
Well, Liam, you guys had a good start. It's been a few games where you haven't had the good starts, but the tough finish. What did you see from your group tonight?
Yeah, no, I thought we had a really good start. Got a lot of shots on net, which was good, but I think we got a couple unlucky bounces in the third period and kind of started to give up a little. We let the unlucky bounces, the turnovers, bother us a little too much. But no, I think if we play how we did in the first period for full 60, I think we could come out pretty successful.
Coming off that road trip, it was a tough one on the scoreboard, but you guys didn't seem like it let it get to you, right? You guys had that hot start. How do you not let these games snowball and try to bounce back here and come out?
Yeah, I think we got to look at the good things too and learn from the bad things. If we can learn from our third period today, I think we can hopefully get a win on Sunday. But no, I think if we keep coming out with starts like that and continue it throughout the rest of the game, I think it'll be good.
The road trip for yourself, first time on a big road trip like that, a little bit of homecoming, get some family down, I hear.
Yeah.
How was the whole experience for yourself?
Yeah, no, I think it was really cool. It was really good for me. I think too. Obviously, being able to play the U.S. teams, it's a tough division, but no, it was really special. Obviously, get closer with the guys, see some family down there for the first time this year. But no, it was really good. And it was really fun.
What did you think of the barns down there, the atmosphere?
Yeah, they were pretty cool. The fans are pretty crazy down there, so it was pretty sweet.
You started to pick up some points there towards the back half of the trip, and then kind of carried that over here tonight with the goal and assist. And you got 4 points in the last 4 games with the Pats here. So just maybe talk a little bit about what you've been seeing out there and how you feel your offensive game is kind of going on.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think that U.S. road trip, I started to gain a little more confidence playing in the WHL. So I think I've started to kind of get the groove of things, and it was good the last few games of the road trip. Obviously not the result we wanted, but I think it carried good play into today, and hopefully we can keep that going.
Big game here on Sunday, playing Saskatoon for the first time this season. So how do you guys kind of turn the page to that, and what do you look at going into that game?
Yeah, we just got to look at the good things we did in these past few games. Obviously, these next 2 games are pretty huge. We don't want to go into the Christmas break down on ourselves. We want to go in on a good note. So, but yeah, this game Sunday is pretty big, and the next 3 as well.